Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the 3. And for the Bucks, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym-like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Again, the miss by Gordon. And a deep 3 from Lillard. Rebound by the Nuggets.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
For 3, Murray kicks it out to Gordon. Fires the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Well, I like the confidence here. Gordon is excellent at realizing when he has room to shoot, even before he has the ball. That's what we call seeing a play ahead.
Giannis inside. He's against Gordon. And the dunk by Giannis.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
And Brown pulls it down. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Denver's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Jokic with the screen on Lillard. Murray the pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Jokic doing a nice job on the screen. Solidly set, then rolls to the perfect spot for the score.
Lopez a screen on Murray. Wasted no time on that one.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Murray, good.
That tenacity on the drive. Murray is at his absolute best when he's in attack mode.
And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
And here's Gordon. Oh, Porter in position. And stolen by Kuzma. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by. Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. The Nuggets trail by 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Gordon kicks to Murray. Gordon with the screen for Murray. And another miss by Denver.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Screen by Giannis. Lillard misses.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Lets it go from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points in the game.
Well, you know, even when he makes them, the defense doesn't mind seeing Giannis shooting threes.
Here's Gordon. Lopez with the block. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 7. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Out to the right wing. Brown. And another miss by Denver. And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Porter with a block. Gordon inside. Defended by Trent. Murray, good.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Bucks out. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Lillard from outside. Antetokounmpo kicks to Trent. Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Brown's shot is off. Bucks leading by 5. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs. A Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Antetokounmpo. Trent left side. That's a 2 from Lillard, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Lillard's got 7 points.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Pass to Brown. Gordon a screen. The 3. Trains the three-pointer. He's got 6.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Lillard misses. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. They trail by 3. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Murray, and he drives in. Jokic passes to Murray. Kicks it out to Gordon. Here's Brown. Covered by Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Gordon. Lopez with the block.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
Again the miss by Lillard. The Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Jokic. Come on, Jokic with the touch. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but do you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball, but I don't think anybody likes, 1, guys flopping to draw fouls, and then 2, whining when fouls aren't called.
Giannis outside. Kuzma outside. It's Giannis throwing it down.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Kuzma against Porter. Jokic with a screen on Kuzma. Porter, no luck.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Three-pointer, Lillard sinks the triple. Now it's a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
You just cannot permit Lillard to get into a zone from deep. I mean, once that happens, you can't turn the valve off.
Giannis against Gordon. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Nuggets trail by 6. Murray outside. The Nuggets with another miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on him.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. 35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Murray kicks to Porter. Back to Murray. Will it go? Damian Lillard pulls it in.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
There's Porter with the 3. And so it's Milwaukee holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
So on the floor for Denver, you've got Russell Westbrook. Jordan is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Strawther in at the shooting guard.
The rare assist for Jordan. Good to see that he can drop a dime occasionally.
Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek Freak, but I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Milwaukee in the lead. Prince outside. There's the lob to the hoop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Here's Chunchon. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks leading by 4. Prince wide open. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Westbrook. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. There's the drive. And it's Denver with the rebound. Here's Chunchon. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. 7-point differential. From deep, Green. Here's Sims. Is again. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader with rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Here's Chunchar. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Green inside the three-point line. He trains the quick shot. And it's a 9-point Bucks lead. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Pass to Watson. Now here's Jordan. Now Watson. Still without a basket. And Watson slams it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And stolen by Jordan. Three-pointer. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Watson.
Simply one of the better passers around. Westbrook's so good at finding his guys.
Westbrook with the steal. Here's Chunchar, guarded by Porter. And he gets it back. From past the arc. Westbrook, no good. Bucks leading by 4. Portis inside the three-point line. Green passes to Prince. And Westbrook pulls it down. Nuggets are gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. And Westbrook throws it down.
Boy, that kind of throwdown by Westbrook gets the bench off their feet and excited.
Pass to Porter. And the wide open shot from Green. A three-pointer is right on target. Green's got 5 points now this quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Chunchar. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
It's Porter outside, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Bucks lead by 2. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title, but whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
Giannis drives in, goes straight through the defender for the dunk, draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Kuzma. Drills the three-pointer. Kuzma's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Just over a minute played here in the fourth.
And that's Gordon's game now. You can't give him room to hit the launch pad, because if he does, he's throwing it down every time.
Lopez sets a screen for Giannis. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Up high to stuff the alley.
Left it at the rack, and the big man Lopez there to punch it home.
Murray against Lillard, and a wide open look for Porter. Offline with his three. Bucks leading by 7. Here's Antetokounmpo. Jokic craps the miss. Jokic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Such a wide open look.
And that's a sweet dime from Jokic. He's always had good vision, and it only seems to get better every year.
Lillard surveying the D. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Bucks lead by 8.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Murray banked in off the glass.
Murray doing whatever it takes to find the shot. Dynamic play from Jamal.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Down low, he's looking for Lopez and finds him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest. Fantastic execution in a tight spot. Gordon capitalizing in the big moment for his team.
Lobbed up there for Lopez. There's 1:54 left in the fourth. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Giannis. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
Jacks up a 3. A rebound by the Bucks. Kuzma's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lillard against Murray. And it's Lillard missing. The Nuggets trail by 7. Puts up a deep 3. Brown's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here. How about the big-time clutch basket from Jokic? No backup in him, despite the major pressure.
Outside, Antetokounmpo, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Murray against Lillard. Shoots. Murray, no good. Giannis against Gordon. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Automatic.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that. Jamal Murray really loves being the crunch time deliverer. This guy relishes the chance to make big hoops.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight. Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg,
the crowd.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. Antetokounmpo, a screen on DiVincenzo. A shot by Lillard, no good. Pass to Edwards. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by DiVincenzo.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Antetokounmpo with it. And there's the drive. The kick out to Kuzma. Three-pointer. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Good fundamental basketball from Kuz there. He works hard to find those shots and support his team.
Oh, stolen by Lillard. The 3 is up. Edwards pulls it in. Randle with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade. We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
McDaniels, that's good.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
The 3, DiVincenzo. Lillard pulls down the board.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Antetokounmpo outside. Off the mark there with a 3. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter.
Randle put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team. They want to dominate the competition on another level.
Edwards brings so much power to his game inside.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lillard. Takes the 3. Drops in the 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Right side, DiVincenzo. Over Lillard. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. DiVincenzo's got 5 now.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Trent. The 3 is up. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. DiVincenzo against Trent. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
46 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Gobert with a screen on Trent. Jacks up a three. Rejected by Lopez.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots. I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Lillard against DiVincenzo. And oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Minnesota up by 5. Stay with us now as... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards, and it's Kuzma in at the 3. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And Gobert with the stuff.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that dunk.
Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one too, assuming his countryman Victor Wembanyama doesn't start taking the reins.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randall with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
In close, Antetokounmpo delivers.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Gotta attack when you have that chance.
The drive by DiVincenzo, and the layup is good off the glass. DiVincenzo's got 10 points. Bucks trail by 7. The shot from 20 feet out. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it. Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
DiVincenzo against Lillard. Pulls up on the wing, and he drops that one in. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter. Minnesota leading by 5. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Randall against Antetokounmpo. The fader. Randall can't hit.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
Lillard can't get it to go. Randall right side. Hits a three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Minnesota has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards with a step. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma.
Well, when Edwards is pulling out pump fakes, it's borderline unfair.
And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard, and guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions. Those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
1:56 left to play in the half. Back to DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Lillard. DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. Randall against Antetokounmpo. Lopez, the screen for three. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. It's Edwards on the wing. Outside, DiVincenzo. Fires the three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Puts up a three. The three ball. No good that time. Good work defensively by Randall. To the inside. Pass to McDaniels. Randall with it. DiVincenzo on the wing. He's got 10 on target from range. DiVincenzo's got 8 here in this quarter.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
To the middle. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Outside, DiVincenzo. It's stolen by Trent. It's 2-on-1. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Minnesota leading by 10. McDaniels up top. 15 seconds left in the first half. Here's Randall. The rebound by the Bucks. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now. Antetokounmpo for 3. Lillard. And so it's Dante DiVincenzo making things happen for the Timberwolves, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that. Okay, Ali, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. It's been quite a game for Dante DiVincenzo.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Naz Reid out there with Miller. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. And, Coach, how about Naz Reid, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner?
Yeah, Brian, sort of unique. We often associate that award with shooting guards. But although he's a big, Reid is more than capable of putting up big numbers, including from long distance.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And Minnesota making a change here. Conley's checked in, and Ingles drops them both. And so Porter will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 14-point game. Lets the 3 fly. Fast break, Minnesota. Lays out. Conley looking for an opening. Outside, Ingles. Pass to Alexander Walker. Clock at 4. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Here's Green. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Green's got his first bucket in this one. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. The shot by Conley, no good. The Bucks trail by 12. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Prince can't hit.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Hits the trifecta. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Conley passes to Ingles from behind the arc. The rebound by Sims.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And here's Porter outside. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And Ingles gets it to go. The assist by Conley. And the Timberwolves lead by 11. Porter against Conley. Pass to Portis. And here's Green from the arc. That one is off. The Timberwolves lead by 11. Miller finds Ingles. Over Prince. Ingles, no good. The Bucks have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Sims. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Stan, they always say for a player, confidence is such a big part of it. How can a coach instill that in a player?
Well, as your coach, I think your job is to create a system that the players believe in and they believe they can have success in. The rest of it has to come from inside of the players. They have to believe in themselves.
Reed for 3. Drills it from deep. Reed's got his first 3 points of the game.
A phenomenal floor general. Conley is gifted at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Here's Prince. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Prince. And it's a completely new group for the Bucks. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Conley passes to Miller. Left side Reed. Another shot. And he battles for the ball. Gets the second chance bucket.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Looking to end this cold spell. Great D that time from Miller. Minnesota leading by 15. From the top of the key. And Antetokounmpo over to help. Launches it. The putback. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Milwaukee is going just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter.
The incomparable length. I mean, Giannis with those big strides and the reach to finish against anyone.
Conley passes to Ingles. .24 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 5. The offensive rebound. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. Miller against Antetokounmpo. Trent for 3. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Trent's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's Minnesota in a good situation, up by 13 points to close. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Minnesota leading by 13. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Spins. Here's Ingles. Converts after the nice spin.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
For 3, here's Lillard. Miller pulls it in. Miller's got his 6th rebound on the night. Left side Reed. Rebounded by Kuzma.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look. Well, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Bucks trail by 13. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo. And he's now got the double-double.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Again, Antetokounmpo missing. Minnesota leading by 11. Here's Miller. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Yeah, they have made the most of their transition chances.
The shot by Lillard, no good.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. What a make! Giannis for 3!
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
DiVincenzo against Lillard. Now Miller. Boom! He jams it straight down.
There's a move for you.
Wow, just showed great creativity on his way to the bucket. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And Minnesota making a change here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Miller. McDaniels is checked in for Ingles. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Alexander Walker. Offensive board. Out to DiVincenzo. It's Edwards on the wing. 5 on the clock. Tries the spin move. Fade away. Knocked away. And he recovers it. There's the triple. The triple hits for Edwards.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Corner shot. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Kuzma. Antetokounmpo has got 11 points here in the second half. DiVincenzo against Antetokounmpo. It's McDaniels on the wing. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Shoots it from the corner. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Hey, it takes a lot of confidence and ability to pull off that reverse.
Hey, from anyone else, it'd be shocking. But this guy, he's got it. He's that talented.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Timberwolves.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Anthony Edwards.
He came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. So Edwards will go to the free throw line. Damian Lillard picks one up.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And Giannis with the jam. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
Randall, right side. Here's McDaniels. Goes back up. And the bucket is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so...
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And
to the guards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward. And for Denver, sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. The 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic, and it's Murray in at the point. Looking forward to seeing these two Western Conference juggernauts duke it out here tonight, Doris.
Well, you know, Kevin, there's an elevation in terms of what it means in the standings, but it also potentially means you could play this team when it matters most. So this is going to be intense tonight. Well, this guy could have powered on the interior, but goes to the floater game. This is one of his specialties.
That 3 off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Pass to Edwards. Spins. He takes.
Oh, that's unbelievable. That is big-time strength from Anthony Edwards. He's got the perfect basketball frame.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Murray, good.
And there's an aggression to Murray's game, willing to battle there for the bucket.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Randall. It's hauled in by Gordon. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Jokic way outside. Minnesota with the rebound.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Nuggets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen. How about that handle? The dribble drive by Anthony Edwards, so tough.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Gordon. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
I'll tell you this, the interior game of Aaron Gordon is coming along. He is looking more comfortable and more confident in there.
Now here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Murray finds Jokic. The 3. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota leading by 5. 3-pointer, Randall. Drills it from outside. Randall's got 5 now.
Off the bounce into the jumper, Julius Randle makes it look easy.
The Nuggets shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. A nice shot by Brown.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Conley. Pass to McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. And finished off by McDaniels.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And it's Gordon missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Pass to Conley. Here's Randall. And then Randall slams it in.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
Jokic fires from way outside. The quick look, no good that time. Edwards passes to Conley. Over Gordon. Conley's shot is off. The Nuggets trail by 9. Here's Brown. Good on the triple. He has 6.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
at the elbow. Conley. Pass to Randall. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Randall against Gordon. Randall kicks to Conley. Clock at 6. And the shot goes in.
Well, if you give Mike Conley any kind of position on the interior, he is just crafty enough to finish it.
Outside Gordon. Another 3 for Denver.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here's Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Got it off in time. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with us. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the point. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. Randall no good. The Nuggets trail by 4. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Strong move inside by Edwards.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
And it's Gordon missing. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Gobert with a screen on Murray. Conley the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I love that Rudy left no doubt. Show off that power, Rudy.
On the wing, Murray. And again, Denver no good. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Nuggets trail by 8. To the middle, it's stolen by Randall. Conley with a wide-open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Conley's got 7 points in the game.
You have got to be aware of where Mike Conley is. He's so capable outside the arc.
And another miss by Denver.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside for Randall. Nice move. And it's laid up and in by Conley. He's got 9.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end. On time and on target with the pass.
And rejection by McDaniel. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Randall on the follow. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort. Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
McDaniels kicks to Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Just 5 on the clock. Fades. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
Gordon against Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Conley dishes to Randall. Three-pointer. And Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 15. Porter in the corner. Back to Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 9. Back to Conley. Pass to Edwards. Conley left side. From the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ball's knocked loose. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Floats it up for Randall. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
Julius Randle getting it done for Minnesota. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
They've got Peyton Watson. Russell Westbrook out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's John Shar in at power forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Watson for 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Strother, no good. Timberwolves leading by 12. On the wing, Ingles. DiVincenzo against Westbrook. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third to the right side. The time for the ball. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Reed finds DiVincenzo. Miller outside. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable. And here are the Timberwolves. They've got an 8-0 run. Reed the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Reed. Over Jordan. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Chanchar. Connects from three-point range. Chanchar's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, what a pretty delivery right there from Russell Westbrook. Nice pass.
DiVincenzo kicks to Ingles. Tries the spin move. 2 points. That one goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
I'll tell you, you have to have some measure of composure close to the bucket. Mr. Ingles doing work.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Pass to Chanchar. 1:22 left to play here in the third. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. Miller with the ball. Still yet to score. Hits the target from 18 feet.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
Double team on Westbrook. Out left to the wing, to the paint. And Jordan gets it to go on the assist by Watson.
Well, you're allowing DeAndre Jordan to get comfortable. This guy is so efficient as a scorer.
Alexander Walker passes to Miller. Back to Alexander Walker. Nifty move. And Miller throws it down hard.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And finished off by Westbrook.
You cannot give Russell Westbrook a lane to the basket. This guy will slam it in your face quicker than you could say boo.
Alexander Walker passes to Ingles. No good on the 3. Enzo Jordan will bring it up for Denver. 19-point game. Pass to Chanchar. It's stolen by Ingles. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. DiVincenzo finds Ingles. Back to DiVincenzo. And so it's Minnesota with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Minnesota, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Jaden McDaniel. And it's Gobert in its center.
Not always a huge part of Jokic's game, but the three-point shot, he's becoming more comfortable taking it.
Conley against Murray. Shot from 12. Conley's shot is off.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
And it's Murray penetrating. And a wide open look for Porter. And the 3 off target. Timberwolves leading by 18. McDaniels up top, guarded by Porter. Here's Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
My goodness, a little athleticism, a little extra on it, Mr. Gobert.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Spins. Here's Edwards. Outside for Randall. Puts it up from 15. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Brown's shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
Guys, you have to put a body on Anthony Edwards. This guy is too skilled and too strong.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And finished off by Edwards.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
Here's Murray. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Gordon.
Well, it's about hustling and contesting shots, and Julius Randle doing work defensively.
Here's McDaniels. Randle outside. Has to Gobert. 5 on the clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Denver's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Murray, good.
And operating off the ball, credit Murray for staying engaged, ready to fire when asked.
Pass to Edwards. Minnesota again turning it over. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Murray the pass to Brown. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
For 3, Edwards scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Jokic passes to Porter. Outside for Murray. Inside, here's Gordon. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. The Nuggets trail by 20. Now Murray. Pass to Brown. And it's off from 3-point range. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Julius Randle.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Jokic passes to Murray. Stolen by McDaniels.
It's an awkward pass to try to make on the interior.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And that's how you execute offensively. Murray with a great job of getting it to his teammate.
Edwards inside.
Wow.
The pretty dunk brings down the house.
Gracious. Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt the alley-oop to himself. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Porter with the steal. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This one was thank you for that, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony.
share of veterans on their roster spread.
Yeah, a lot of guys coming into this one, BA, just ready for what the game offers up. They have young guys that are watching and getting experience from observation. But the guys on the court tonight, they're going to understand where it is that this game in a 6-minute stretch can be taken advantage of, and that could be the difference in the win.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks opening lineup. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside we have Giannis and Lopez, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward position.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Man, defensively so tough to make a decision. What do you want to stop? You come off the pick, Giannis can pass, he can finish. It can really cause you to hesitate.
Lopez with the steal. Antetokounmpo against Gordon. And Antetokounmpo the bucket on the assist from Trent.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Toughest thing to cover in the game, and Jamal Murray making it difficult on that play in the pick and roll.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, BA. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Nails it from 3.
And you really want to step up and try to make Porter make a move. Right there, the 3-ball look easy.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Denver. We briefly discussed what he wanted his team to do against Damian Lillard, and he said to not let him get going from deep. Once his 3-ball is falling, everything else becomes easier for him, so we have to talk out there on the perimeter. So expect to see a lot of defensive activity near the 3-point line tonight. Guys?
Allie, thank you. Shot clock at 6. Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And a statement from Jamal, when he gets that kind of room, he's capable of throwing it down.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He has 6. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Murray. Jokic in the post, working on Lopez. Outside Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
For 3, here's Lillard. And the 3-pointer goes.
And not just a volume shooter. Lillard, very accurate.
And Denver has possession. 4-point game. Murray's shot is good. Murray's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Kuzma for 3. Rebounded by Denver. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, BA. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
Typically, it takes Giannis one stride to get where he wants to go, and in that one stride, he's covering so much ground, he can't keep up with him.
Jokic's shot is good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Down low. Here's Jokic. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. He's got 5.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
The 3. Antetokounmpo can't connect. Denver has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Out to Gordon. Inside. Here's Brown. Outside Porter. Launches a 3. The putback. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances. Came up empty. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Porter against Trent. Porter the pass to Gordon, and stolen by Antetokounmpo. Trent for three. Knocks down the triple.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you, great shot there.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Bucks. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. All right. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. The speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
So on the floor for Milwaukee, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot.
Well, that's just sweet passing there from Murray, keeping his eyes open and finding the open man.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
ABA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and absence of skill deficiencies. Ryan, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie.
You got to be aware of Murray there. You just know he's aiming to get payback with a triple.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And you know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line break.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the 3-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense, where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
The feed, the jam, Giannis.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Jokic, no good. The Bucks leading by 4. And stolen by Murray. Pass to Brown. Here's Jokic. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Antetokounmpo with it. Checked by Gordon. Antetokounmpo can't connect. The Nuggets have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Jokic way outside. And again, it's Denver missing. Milwaukee has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Antetokounmpo. Oh! Giannis powers it down with force.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
Gordon can't hit.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Gordon. Lillard can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. Nuggets trail by 6. Brown passes to Gordon. Sends it home from 3-point land.
0 hesitation that time from Gordon.
Lillard outside. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Denver has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Murray passes to Brown. Pat misses. Had a chance to tie it. The Bucks leading by 3. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
That one drops for him.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Banked it in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 13 points now in the quarter.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
Murray, no good. The Bucks have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo outside. Porter pulls it in. Nuggets trail by 5. Pass to Gordon. Wide open look. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Gordon's got 5.
Taking shots like that within the natural flow of the offense, that helps out Aaron Gordon.
Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, Giannis working inside.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Jokic with a screen on Lillard. Murray for three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got his 5th rebound in this one. The putback.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And then Porter with the dunk.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. And the dunk by Jokic.
Wait a minute. Jokic has got some vertical, too?
Wow. Stolen by Jokic. Good work defensively by Lopez. Antetokounmpo, right side. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that side.
That one misses. So both teams changing it up here.
Taking 2 shots.
And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks.
Milwaukee ball.
Good if it goes. No good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Milwaukee out in front, up 5. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have? Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
They've got DeAndre Jordan. Hayden Watson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Strother in at the 2 guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Well, Brent, something we've all noticed lately. Is the small ball era starting to wind down?
Well, BA, I think in people's minds when you say small ball, they're thinking about 6 foot, 6'1" guys on the court. That's not what we're talking about. It's a skilled game, and I don't think the small ball skilled game is going anywhere anytime soon.
Clock at 6, 13 feet out. Rebounded by Denver. And then Westbrook slams it in.
And he keeps diligently working hard to try and perfect that part of his game. Westbrook can't help but to make guys look a little foolish off the bounce.
Prince on the attack. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising. In a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Shot from the top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Prince has gotten 4 this quarter. Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Westbrook. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Well, Westbrook is at his best when he's attacking the defense, and in a 48-minute game, he'll do it for about 48 minutes.
And here's Porter outside. They get it back. Pass to Sims. Here's Prince. Fires from deep. Goes up again. And the layup is good. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Westbrook, the pass to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan, I don't think he's shot more than 10 shots outside the paint the last few years, so dunking is what he does.
and the former league MVP in 2017. A long list of accomplishments for Russell Westbrook, Brent.
Well, how many times, BA, have we seen players celebrated in the way that Russell has been as one of the best players in the league, move and transition to a role off the bench? He's done it with a lot of grace, a lot of class, and has been very accepting of his new role.
Here's Watson, and he goes in for the dunk.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that. He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Here's Strawler. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with two hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Here's Chanchar. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Chanchar's got his first basket.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Prince, the pass to Porter. Here's Portis. And the Bucks miss again. For Denver, they've gone a perfect 7 for 7 and looking strong in this third quarter. And book it, Chanchar.
Just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Green, a screen. Portis with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Green. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
For three, Westbrook. Rebounded by the Bucks. On the wing, Green. Drains the triple. Green's got 5 points.
And Portis knows this system well. Try to make the good to great pass.
Jordan inside. Pass to Chanchar. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
It's his first trip to the line. And the Bucks going with a whole new group out there.
2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. And over the last half-decade, Brent, Bobby Portis has been the best six-man big you can find.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, BA. He comes in, he gives you some great scoring in some stretches, plays some solid defense. He's got a lot of fire to his game. So this is the exact kind of guy that your team needs in the second unit.
And the Nuggets going with a whole new group out there.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player. And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Outside Porter puts up a deep three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Oh, man. Did not see that going in.
How about that?
You never know.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Bucks ahead. They're up by 4. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Bucks. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at small forward. Murray passes to Porter. It's stolen by Kuzma. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Giannis with a ferocious take.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Murray from outside. Here's Jokic. Here's the three. And again, Denver no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too...
Impressive!
Wow!
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Driving inside, and he cranks it down. He goes right over Nikola Jokic.
Not much a defender can do against Giannis there.
Looking to win the run. Rejected by Lopez. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Against contact. Giannis stays strong.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Lopez with the steal. Antetokounmpo against Gordon. Giannis Antetokounmpo again. Antetokounmpo's got 46. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break. He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Nuggets trail by 15. Outside Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
And there's an ease to Porter when he gets up vertically. Man, he can rise up and throw it down.
Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Gordon. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Milwaukee with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Porter with the steal. Murray with it, and it's Trent picking him up. Here's Brown. Three-pointer, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Jokic finds Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times, the D has no choice but to foul him.
At the line for the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there and he's going to devastate you.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Bucks.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Antetokounmpo inside. Gordon's on him. From down in the low post, it goes.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Can't connect. So this one belongs to the Bucks. They have to feel good about this performance. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce.
look at how these teams play, is it fair to expect a slower pace of the game?
I certainly think so, partner. I mean, both teams are extremely disciplined. They're not really interested in going up and down in a windshield wiper fashion. They value taking care of the ball and playing in the half court.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. Now Giannis. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. A shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around, a 3-pointer off the mark.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Here's Randall, a special move before the shot.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
3-pointer, Lillard. They get it back. Antetokounmpo passes to Trent. Antetokounmpo. Giannis on the follow.
Boy, that stick-to-itiveness, not to give up on that play. Giannis never giving in or giving up.
Here's DiVincenzo, and that one is stuffed right through.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going. How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Now here's Randall. Randall, a screen on Giannis. 5 to shoot. Randall no good. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
All starting from a turnover. DiVincenzo shows great anticipation skill to make a play on the ball and get them in transition.
And the dunk by Giannis.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
Here's DiVincenzo. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Look at how DiVincenzo burst inside on the drive. Gave the defense no time to set up.
3-pointer, Lillard. Minnesota with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Gobert with a screen on Lopez. Back to Gobert. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Well, you know, that last 3 got DiVincenzo fired up now. He had to respond. He goes to the arc to shoot back with one of his own triples.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Lillard. Antetokounmpo kicks to Kuzma. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Now McDaniels after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Over in the corner, Randall. Trent against DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo with the steal. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And he banks in the layup. Giannis has got 10.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of it.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Timber. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the game. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Good feed that time from Lillard. He knows his teammates rely on him to find them just like that.
Here's Edwards. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points. So explosive.
Oh, is that beautiful.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And a deep three from Lillard. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 4. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be. What a nice burst. Randall changing ends like a guard that time.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 12. Lopez sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Comes up empty down low.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
You know, guys, Randall is simply a beast on the offensive board.
Trent passes to Lillard. Lopez, a screen on DiVincenzo. Lillard from deep.
Are you kidding me?
How did he get that?
Me?
How in the world did he get that?
Man. How did that go down?
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. From deep. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Minnesota with the rebound. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know, you look at guys like Randall who don't have that eye-popping athleticism or length. The pump fake is a great equalizer.
Both free throws good from Randall.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Lillard against DiVincenzo. Fade away. It's hauled in by Edwards.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there. If he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, then he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Fires the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Randall outside. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. And that one is good. Edwards got 8 points.
Edwards flexing on him now. Bully ball inside.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 1. Bobbed up there for Lopez. It's stolen by Edwards. 43 seconds left in the first half. He gets it in there. Edwards got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Randall dishes to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Randall kicks to DiVincenzo. Misses the 3. And here is Antetokounmpo. 12 points for him. Trying to get something going. Randall with some nice D. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Nas Reed out there with Miller. Then it's Conley. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Clark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you.
Miller against Portis. And Portis throws it down.
The slam from Portis, impressive, using that size around the rack.
Conley scanning the floor. Miller outside. Reed with a screen on Portis. Miller, the pass to Reed. Wide open look. It's rebounded by Portis.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Prince wide open. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Prince has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Conley, and he lays it straight in. Conley's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
Slick move that time by Conley with the rock, carving out some space for himself to get the hoop.
And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Conley against Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. And I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
Portis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Portis has got 4 points in the quarter.
This is Portis in his comfort zone, scoring deep inside.
Conley, the pass to Alexander Walker. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And 1 step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Now, here's Reed. Defense is right there.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Porter passes to Portis. Back to Porter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen by Reed. On the wing, Ingles. Guarded by Green. Joe Ingles, and that's good. Now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
Knocked loose and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. A new lineup here for the Bucks. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Conley. And yes, it's good. Conley's got the lead up to 9 now for Minnesota.
Right there, Conley working his magic inside. He is crafty near the rack.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
Oh, my goodness! Come on now. How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Count it.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Bucks trail by 9. Kuzma with a screen on Miller. Offensive rebound.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Conley kicks to Ingles. 32 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. What a terrific move that was.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Conley dishes to Miller. Conley, the pass to Miller. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And stolen by Miller. Here's Alexander Walker.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get... And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Timberwolves leading by 11 on the court for the Bucks. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Just 5 to shoot. A shot by McDaniels, no good. The Bucks shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's Giannis. Oh, Antetokounmpo! Explosive on the drive.
And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Minnesota with it. Gobert with it. Pass to Randall. Shoots a fader. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
You know, Randall has a nice package. He's got a good touch, good mechanics, and he's a capable mid-range shooter.
Lillard, the pass to Lopez. A shot. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. They get it back. Trent outside. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Lopez, a screen on Randall. Antetokounmpo. And at last, they get one to fall.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
Randall from outside. Kuzma pulls it in. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 9-point game. Over Randall. And rejection by McDaniel.
The length of McDaniel, a big factor at both ends.
Lillard misses.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
It's tipped. McDaniels kicks to Randall. Shot clock at 5. Here's McDaniels. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Trent outside. There's the triple. Minnesota with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Bucks trail by 9. Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by DiVincenzo. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Milwaukee with the rebound. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Antetokounmpo. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around. Really doesn't faze him. Doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done. And he does.
And stolen by Kuzma.
2 minutes.
Lillard against DiVincenzo. Lillard misses.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
There's the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
DiVincenzo finds Randall. Back to DiVincenzo. To end the drought. And the layup is up and in.
Look at DiVincenzo going on the attack. Knows they need some points on this possession, and he delivered.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Minnesota leading by 5. It's Randall with the drive, and Randall throws it down.
Showing quickness off the dribble, something that separates Randall from most other power forwards.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on DiVincenzo. Lillard looking around. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to ease up off the threes.
When DiVincenzo is aggressive on offense, he's capable of getting calls when he's being assertive and attacking the rim.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. 44 seconds left in the game. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Lillard. And again, the Bucks miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Randall against Trent. Randall kicks to Gobert. Off target from outside. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and
some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at the point. And Jokic throws it down.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
Here's DiVincenzo, and he jams it home with authority.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that dunk.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Outside Edwards. Offline with a 3. The Nuggets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Brown, guarded by Edwards. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Pass to Porter. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. McDaniels from long range gets the 3 to fall.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
For Denver, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Murray passes to Jokic. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Murray passes to Porter. Back to Murray. Gordon on the wing. Checked by Randall. Will it go? And Gordon finishes it off.
Yeah, nice touch from the big man. Gordon just burrowing himself into the paint and going to work.
Coach, it's interesting to watch the career path of Aaron Gordon. He's gone from one role in his previous stop, then he arrives to the Nuggets in a completely different role there.
Yeah, Brian, he's become more of a third or fourth guy, and he's embraced the change. Everybody wants to be that number 1 or number 2 guy, but you've got to play a role to be a winner in this league.
And it's resulted in championships.
It sure has.
Randall, the pass to DiVincenzo. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, an underrated passer. Randall has a nice feel for the game and is willing to keep his teammates involved.
Gordon outside, from outside the arc. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
To the wing on the left. Gobert passes to Edwards. Counted from distance. Edwards has got 5 now.
I love how competitive Edwards is. He relishes getting revenge like this.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Minnesota leading by 5. Randall, right side. Gobert against Jokic. Outside, DiVincenzo. McDaniels from long range. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Jokic with a screen on Edwards. Brown passes to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
He is just an excellent pick and roll option. Jokic always uses his high basketball IQ to find and execute the right play.
Now here's Edwards. The D's right on him. Count it. Good. He's got 7.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
A deep 3. And it's Jokic missing. Gets it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Finished. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
On the court for Denver. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Will stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. DiVincenzo against Murray. DiVincenzo driving, rips it home off a terrific move.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Minnesota leading by 12. McDaniels finds Randall. Gobert against Jokic. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Gobert, no good. Nuggets trail by 12. Murray from outside. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible. Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
Another miss by Minnesota. Nuggets trail by 11. Here's Brown. Gordon with a screen on Edwards. Brown passes to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Oh, the crazy athleticism of Gordon. It makes him a great option in pick and roll action.
Here's DiVincenzo. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Offensive rebound. Gordon on the wing. To the paint. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And they're on the run. He goes up. Oh! Edwards with the highlight reel jam.
Well, Edwards is so strong. He'll complete the play unless you wrap him up.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
Fires away from way outside. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line. And, Coach, such a unique player, multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. How do you defend this guy?
Well, Brian, if I knew that, everybody in the league would be trying to hire me because no one has found an answer for Nikola Jokic. He can just beat you in so many ways. If you're going to double-team him, He's going to create wide open shots and even layups for his teammates. If you're going to leave him single covered, he's going to score. There's nothing this guy can't do on a basketball court.
Outside Edwards. Edwards driving, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, everything about Edwards' drive makes it dangerous. His speed, his agility, and his lack of fear.
Murray's shot is good. Minnesota leading by 12. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Inside, Edwards lays it in.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Murray inside. DiVincenzo covering. 52 seconds left in the first half. The shot by Brown, no good.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Pass to Gobert. Puts the move on. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Nuggets trail by 14. There's the three. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. And here's Gordon from the arc.
Yeah, staying right on the ball there. Randall with a nice shot contest, making a difference at both ends of the floor.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
For three, DiVincenzo nails it from beyond the arc. DiVincenzo's got 13 now.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Randall, the pass to DiVincenzo. And so that brings the first half to a close. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 14. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Naz Reid out there with Miller. Then there's Mike Conley, and it's Ingles in at the three. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Nuggets trail by 14. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Alexander-Walker grabs the board. The Timberwolves shooting very well, 62%, and going right at the defense. The kick out to Ingles. Miller outside. Outside Conley. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by Denver. Here's Chanchar.
Timberwolves foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Beyond the arc. The Nuggets with another miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Alexander-Walker. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. And the Timberwolves lead by 17. The Nuggets have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very capable two-way player.
Conley finds Reid. Over Jordan. Reid can't hit. Nuggets trail by 14. To the left side wing. Lets it go from deep. And again, Denver with a three.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Outside, Alexander Walker to the middle. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Pass to Strother. Here's Chanchar. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Chanchar's got 5.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Miller outside. 5 to shoot. Outside Reed. The 3. Another miss by Minnesota. And here's Denver. Good momentum. 8 straight points. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. A slam dunk by Reed.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. And that one's good from Conley.
Yeah, a guy with Conley's consistency is trouble inside. Those high percentage looks are often effortless for him.
Chanchar fires in the triple. Chanchar's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Conley on the attack. Rejected by Westbrook. Nuggets trail by 10. Outside Watson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Coach, there's an interesting story about Watson's draft experience.
Yeah, the story is, Brian, that the Nuggets were willing to trade to move up to get him. That's how much they thought of him. They weren't able to do that, but they were able to get him with the final pick of the first round anyway.
This goes to show you how important scouting is.
And luck.
Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Here's Chanchar, guarded by Miller. Chanchar's shot is off.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Now here's Ingles, defended by Watson. Left side Ingles. Fades away. Knocks down the long J. Alexander Walker's got 6. Here's Chanchar. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Ingles from outside. The shot misses.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Denver, Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Gobert against Jokic. Here's Brown. And here's Porter outside. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Randall against Murray. And it's Randall with the jam.
This is the energy Randall provides. When he's charging inside, he wants to hammer it down.
Murray for three. Randall pulls down the board. The Timberwolves lead by 13. DiVincenzo pass to Edwards. Just over a minute played here in the fourth.
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim, Anthony Edwards.
Murray, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. And Edwards slams it in.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Nice work by Murray, outbidding the defense. He gets ahead of them and pulls right up for a shot.
Here's Jokic. The rebound by the Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Edwards. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Edwards has got 6 here in the quarter.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
You see the speed there. Love watching Murray go right towards the rim and convert.
DiVincenzo can't hit. Nuggets trail by 14. DiVincenzo with the steal. Here's that. Oh, a highlight! What a slam!
Oh, my. Talk about a guy who runs the floor. Edwards gets down there on the fast break so quick.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
And there's a minute 45 left in the game. Gobert, no good.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And here's Gordon from the arc. They get it back. Outside for Porter. This one for 3. Up top, Gordon. Murray passes to Porter. Clock at 6. From downtown, it's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one. And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Timberwolves.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
And Edwards slams it in.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. For 3, DiVincenzo. Jokic grabs the board. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. To stop the run, it's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Pass to Randall. Fires from way outside. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most... Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Stan Van Gundy.